All right, we got another day out here in the studio, and I'm pretty excited to have a new camera. It's gonna hopefully just create some better videos. I've tried using my phone, but it's always kind of been a pain to use. So, with any luck, this will be a lot better. But today I'm gonna pull some handles and get ready to put those on my mugs. So I have a little trimming to do, as well as just getting some handles ready, and show you how I do hand-pulled handles. You know, there's a lot of different ways of doing it. Some folks can, you can pull or you can roll them out. So there's a lot of different methods, but I pull my handles, and so I'll just show you how I go about doing that. All right, well, let's get our clay worked up. I got some reclaim here. I'm just gonna get a little of this going, get it wedged out. Who wants to see all this boring stuff? All right, so this is half of that big chunk. This is probably about 2 pounds. I need to pull, what, roughly 12? Yeah, I've got about 12 handles to pull. This will most likely do it. So what I like to do is just get this rolled out, get this more workable. So you want just a big long lug. So what I've started doing lately is just rolling this out. And then I'll cut it in half, and it makes it a little easier to work with. See as that starts to get longer. Just makes it easier to take it over to the bucket and work with it. So I'll have 2 halves, and I'll easily be able to get my 12 handles out of this. There we go. So when I get to this point, I just like to set up a wear board next to me and have my bucket of water here, and then I'm just able to pull the handles. And it's really just like milking a cow. And I'm doing a little bit of compression this way, so I'm kind of pulling a rectangle. And I don't need to work with much clay. So I want to get it started. And the other key to having really nice handles is just having a good form to them, and I think that includes having a taper. I don't really care for really even, consistent handles. Like, I don't want where it connects at the top to be the same thickness at the bottom. So I really focus on having a nice taper. And the way you do that is you just don't put as much pressure at the top, and you just continue to pull it down, and I put most of the pressure towards the bottom, and it thins it out. So you can see up here it's much thicker, and it gets much thinner down here at the bottom. Now you also have to keep in mind the size, and for what I'm working with today, these are 1 pound 6 ounce mugs that I made yesterday. These still need to be trimmed, but I need to get the handles going so that I can let them sit for a couple hours and dry. So these are going to be more of a medium to large size mug, and so I want my handles to be a little bit more medium to large size. And we'll always, we always have the option to cut these and trim them up to make them a little bit more appropriately sized. So if you're going for a smaller mug, you want a smaller handle. And that looks pretty good. So I have that nice thickness up here. I'll cut it with just my thumb. Not sure if that's easy enough to see. All right, so putting it on my wear board. So it's just a matter of doing that. So I just got those handles pulled. I usually like to kind of have some varying lengths. Usually I like to also throw in an extra one, so I try to make like a baker's dozen, so there'd be like 13. But I just hit the limit of my clay, and so that wasn't going to happen. So for what that's worth now, it's just a matter of moving on to trimming my pots and getting them handled.